Shorten sleeve on long sleeves without moving placket. Male shirts only. Note: given the amount of sizes with various sleeve lengths available, no one should need their sleeves shortened. Shirts should be ordered closest to the service member's sleeve length. Up to 1 inch can be altered for sleeves without removing the placket, depending on the service protocol. As shown here, the ladies' shirt has a different placket style than the men's. However, you can follow the same marking procedures to shorten sleeves. But please note, you do not want to shorten the sleeves over 1 inch and make the placket opening too small. If you do not want to move the placket, you can shorten the sleeve armhole, but this is a highly skilled process, which includes pattern making knowledge to reshape the sleeve to fit into the body armhole. Carefully remove the row of stitching that's holding the cuff onto the sleeve with the seam ripper. Remove loose threads as well. Take off one cuff at a time so you don't get confused as to which cuff goes back on which sleeve. Measure from the raw edge with chalk or with a dissolvable pen the amount needed to cut off from the sleeve. When you get around to the other side of the cuff, make sure that the two edges match evenly before you cut the rest off. If the original seam allowance is 3/8 inch on the shirt, then mark with your chalk the same seam margin, and you can use this as your guide for sewing the cuff back on. On sleeves, fold pleat depths and pin back onto the original location, approximately 1/2 inch from upper placket edge where attached to sleeve. Pin the cuff onto the shirt sleeve, starting at each end, and work your way to the middle. Make sure the cuff edge is aligned evenly with the placket edge at both button and buttonhole cuff ends. As the pins are holding your pleats into their original location, you can determine the amount to release or add more ease into the pleats if the sleeve does not fit into the cuff. Make sure the plackets are even at the sleeve hem. Sew the back section of the cuff on first, and make sure that both placket edges are even with the cuff ends. The raw seams should face right side up. Edge stitch the outer cuff, which should already be turned back and ready to sew, covering the cuff attachment stitch line. Again, make sure no stitches are showing and the cuff ends are even with the placket edges. Repeat the same procedure on the second sleeve. Press sleeves and shirt when completed.